you only think you liked that movie. Don't worry, we'll set you straight. You're listening to The Fellas.
You know, this music sounds like it has potential, but at the end of the day, it's kind of disappointing.
Oh, I know what you mean.
So it seems thoroughly appropriate for what we're reviewing. I know I say that shit all the time.
Yeah.
You know how many times I say, oh, it has potential, but it fell short? Makes me feel pretentious as shit.
Well, it's like your expectations should at least reach or at least be close to what you expect.
Well, fuck. Yes, okay. It is that, but it's not. When I say it has potential, I mean, I'm not a film director. I'm not a big Hollywood guy, but even I could look at what you could do with this, and I could do a lot more. And the whole thing is, like, okay, you're a director. You do this as a fucking career. That should take extra points off. When I give you a negative comment, that should add to my negativity, because you do this fucking shit for a living.
Yeah.
You could have done so much more with this, and you fucking didn't. You know, we gave you everything you needed, and you fucked it up. I usually say that when I'm saying something that's dealing with something that has added in nostalgia, or something that has a pre-made storyline, be it video game, novel, manga, whatever.
Yeah.
The work has been done. All you have to do is visualize it in a way that's just gonna make me bust nuts. And you couldn't even fucking do that.
Yeah.
Normally, because I have a vision. Fuck you and your vision.
You know,
Fuck you. Fuck your vision right in the goddamn ear.
And
fuck you.
And the thing is, it's not like the director and writer doesn't have any talent. Phil Johnston, he...
Oh, shit. You know what? Did I even say that we were reviewing Wreck-It Ralph Part 2?
No, not yet.
Fuck it. Fuck it. Hey, everybody. You're watching The Fellas. It's me and Ray here. We just watched Wreck-It Ralph Part 2. Ralph Breaks the Internet. Huh? It's nice. And, yeah, I'm gonna put on my normal voice now because this is going into the murk. You know what was a very eerie premonition about this movie?
What?
And this is important. I'm glad all you people are listening. I want you to listen to this. Normally, the trailers are my favorite part of any movie.
Very true.
The trailers in this shit just got me so fucking disappointed. No, not the trailers for this. The trailers for this, at best, I was meh. But I'm saying the trailers for the other movies that were coming out had me so fucking disappointed because, okay, Wreck-It Ralph's gonna be a kid's movie, and really that should have been my first warning sign. Here's a bunch of kids' trailers. And the trailers for the shit that they were marketing to kids just looked fucking awful.
Yes, they did. They all
fucking awful.
Toy Story 4, and none of it was funny.
No, nothing was funny because in their minds, look, let's be honest. I'm going to be honest with you. You be honest with me. Kids are fucking stupid because they're kids. You know, it's like, hey, you know what? I'm going to make a good movie because I want their parents to watch it and like it.
Yeah.
Kids aren't going to fucking care. There's something animated on the screen. Fuck them. They're not going to care. But I want their parents to like it. So if their parents have to choose between a bunch of movies, they're going to choose something that they actually want to watch.
Yes.
And they're going to take the kids to it. Again, kids won't care. It's animated. They showed a lot of shit that just did not fucking look good. I mean, what was one of them? Pets Part 2.
Pets Part 1 was...
I didn't even see Part 1 because Part 1, it looked like it had a story.
It did
but it
first.
Looked boring as shit.
Well, Pets Part 1, the problem with that movie, I felt, was like they stopped being pets and they were like driving in the fucking car in the city. Like, pets don't do that.
But they actually drove a car?
Yes, and they got
Jesus
fucking
Christ.
stupid. So I was like, I'm done with this. They were trying to act like real pets in the trailers, and I thought that was the whole joke. And I thought that was good.
Pets Part 1 followed like a dog, right?
Yeah, it followed a dog. And then they had to rescue a dog, and the dogs had to fucking drive a car. And they made this gigantic train wreck of calamity of cars on the Brooklyn Bridge. And no one's acting like a pile of dogs driving a car is normal.
Like, hey, Tom, there's a bunch of fucking dogs driving a car. Think we should do something? Nah. Wait until something happens, a pile up or something. Just fucking leave them.
That's fucking stupid.
So that's fucking stupid. And I see the trailer for Pets Part 2, and there's a fucking cat, and I don't even fucking like cats. I'm a dog guy, but the whole fucking trailer is a cat standing on top of some woman meowing, and she's like, oh, I'm trying to sleep, and your meowing is keeping me up. I guess that's where you would normally cue the laugh track if it's a sitcom.
Yeah.
I guess the joke is like catnip is like weed. to Cats. I don't know, but I'm like, this shit looks fucking awful.
Here's the problem with this whole movie. I've realized it just looking at this IMDb thing. The director was the writer for the first one. And
the first one wasn't spectacular, but it wasn't awful.
Yeah, but here's the point. The director that directed this version was the writer from the first one, but this is his first large budgeted movie. Mm-hmm. He's only directed 2 shorts prior to directing this movie.
So you think he blew his wad with the first one?
No, he didn't blow his wad. This was his first real movie he had to direct. The other ones were just shorts.
Oh, God. I don't feel that with this movie, the problem was the direction. To me, the problem was the joke writers. I want to get into that. Let me real quick run through the plot. I don't know fucking why.
It's really simple.
Wreck-It Ralph, played by John C. Reilly, is with his best friend, Vanellope, played by that hack, Sarah Silverman. They get a part from her game broken, so they're going to unplug it, which basically means all the characters die. So they have to go on the internet so that they can go to eBay to get the part they need. They meet Gal Gadot for really no reason to try to steal her car online to sell it to get the money. When Gal Gadot says no, she introduces them to Taraji Henson, who says, hey, make a bunch of memes, I'll get you some money, and you can get it that way. That's what they do. And fuck, man, this plot's light as shit.
Yes, and that's pretty much...
It's a very light plot. Really? And when a plot is that light, you're going to assume, okay, it's going to be bolstered by what happens in between, by the jokes, by the comic snafus, by the tension, whatever. Not so much.
I was going into a whole bunch of movie review communities on Facebook, and a lot of people love this movie. And I was starting to think to myself, do they love this movie because it has a whole bunch of relatable topics, characters, websites that you visit? Is it because you're getting a thrill just to see that on screen? Or is there a real substance behind what you're watching? And there's no substance to this damn thing.
And the fucked up thing is, in hindsight, that's the only reason part 1 succeeded. You kind of had the adrenaline high because here's a movie about video game people. They're on the screen. They're acting as if it's real. And if I remember correctly, Wreck-It Ralph came out before that Adam Sandler abomination. What was it called?
Pixels.
Wreck-It Ralph came out before Pixels, right?
I do believe so, yeah.
I can't help but think Adam Sandler said, oh, look, here's something that's great and made money and hasn't been raped into a fucking coma. Let me jump on that because Adam Sandler's a goddamn parasite. Well, I shouldn't say Adam Sandler. I should say movie companies are parasites and Adam Sandler can detect the most fertile host and leaps on with him.
It's funny because as we were watching this movie, you kept saying, why did Futurama do this better?
Yeah. No. The whole we're going on the internet. The internet seems so strange to us because we've never seen the internet. So our interpretations of these strange internet things are going to be funny. And the thing is, yeah, they did it. And it was like, okay. I mean, the problem was the things they saw on the internet weren't so completely abnormal. It was just the straight man, which is Wreck-It Ralph and Vanellope, their interpretations of it. It's kind of like if you ever watch Fraggle Rock. Gomo had his uncle who was traveling the world, and he would see things that make no sense, and you would just marvel at how he's explaining it to his nephew as someone who just does not understand it. That was supposed to be the comedy.
Yeah.
Futurama did it better because they're saying, oh yeah, we know what the internet is. You know what the internet is, but it's the future. Whatever it is, we're going to multiply it times 10 because the internet is now you going into VR. And they could have done the exact same thing with Wreck-It Ralph. An example was when they go on the internet and they go to Napster. Napster is basically a record studio with a broken window. And everyone's going in and out through the window carrying records.
That's pretty funny.
You're basically stealing music. Now, when you go on your computer and you use Napster, you don't see someone going in and out through a broken window stealing music. But then again, you're not in the internet. You're on your computer using the internet. Being inside, it should look a bit different. Or let's say in Futurama, the guy went on eBay and they were selling a weapon that could destroy an entire galaxy and it was bid on Amazon and purchased by an intergalactic being of indiscriminate horror. And it's funny because when you're bidding on something on eBay, no one knows who's bidding on what. You could be a megalomaniacal maniac, or you could be like some 10-year-old kid. I don't know, so I'm not going to work too hard to outbid you. But the whole thing in Futurama was like, yeah, I just sold a doomsday weapon to a madman. Welcome to eBay. That was a joke,
yeah.
You don't know because you're not in there. You have no idea. You're just on the outside. And Wreck-It Ralph could have done that. None of the shit. eBay? What do you do? Hey, I want that thing. Well, I bet $5. Well, I want it. Oh, so you bet $6? Yeah. Well, I bet $7. Oh, I get it. When you say a higher number, you get it. Well, I bet $10,000. I bet $50,000. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, you got it. But now you have to pay this money. Wah, wah. You mean I have to pay money? And I'm like, wow, this was funny in the 80s.
Yeah.
When this sort of sight gag was a thing.
You knew the moment that they had come up with the money, the movie would be over.
Not just that. You knew the moment they started throwing random numbers out that would be the issue. That's the fucking problem. This is not funny because I know what it is they're doing. It's not a bucket of cold water to the face. What? That's what makes it funny. It's like, hey, you have to turn this knob to get the door open. You have to turn it to the right. And I come from a dimension where everything turns to the left. The moment I go to the door and turn it to the left and it doesn't open, I nod my head. Oh, okay, I get it. And the joke's over. Now he can sit there for an hour and a half jiggling it to the left, but it won't make me laugh because the fucking joke's over. I got it. And that's kind of what Wreck-It Ralph does. What are you looking at?
I'm actually thoroughly disappointed.
What do you mean?
Wreck-It Ralph's like #1 at the box office this weekend.
Mm-hmm.
But
of course it's #1. Ray, did you not listen to the beginning of the podcast?
Yeah, I did. I'm just...
Children are stupid. We're going to put some animated shit up there and they're going to fucking watch it. And the parents are going to take them to watch it and pay for them to watch it because they're going to keep their fucking asses quiet.
I can see that.
They're going to buy them some Wreck-It Ralph merch and shit. It's fucking awful.
Yeah, this is the first... I can't even say that. This is one of the few disappointing animated films of late that they have made that I'm truly disappointed in.
Mm-hmm.
And people are going to hate this. I thought the moment they got into the internet, the movie went downhill from there.
Actually, that's the worst fucking part. That's where all the funny shit should be.
The moment they left their home, the movie turned to shit.
Dude, you let me direct this movie. Don't worry. The kids won't get it, but I will have tons of fucking Pornhubs, backroom casting couch sort of jokes. I will shove all that shit in there. The kids, I guarantee you, the kids won't get it.
They put in something in there that I saw, but I couldn't believe I saw, and you pointed it out to me. It's like GeoCities. Mm-hmm. I was like, what kid is going to freaking remember GeoCities?
Because GeoCities is not going to charge them to have their name in there. Either people are going to give you money to put their name in the movie, or you're going to give them money. There's no middle ground. There's no such thing as, yeah, I'm going to put this guy's name in or this product's name in and nothing's going to happen. No, you're going to give them money or they're going to give you money. And I'm like, GeoCities. Realistically, Ray, is GeoCities even around?
No, I don't think so.
So if you typed GeoCities into your web browser, nothing would come up.
Probably dust.
This is the shit I'm talking about. What the fuck? What is this? First of all, no kid's going to know what the fuck GeoCities is. And I'm going to know what GeoCities is and say, what the fuck you put that in there? You're losing all your audience with that.
And that was a part of their dark web section of the movie.
Oh, don't even fucking get me started with the dark web shit.
They could have actually gone a little bit further, and it would have been a lot more interesting if they would have just went into that section. Everything that they could have done right, they did wrong. Everything. I was bored. Don't get me started when they actually introduced the fucking song into this movie. That was god
That
awful.
Song was so fucking shoehorned in. People looked visibly uncomfortable and ill. Not the kids. The kids were like, oh, I guess we're singing now. Okay. And they're rocking back and forth. The kids don't know any better. The adults looked like they were cringing to the point where their flesh was sinking in on itself. It was fucking awful.
About the fucking song was fucking terrible. And
because
no one's gonna ever change my mind. The moment this bitch sings, I'm fucking done. It was a poor attempt of singing a funny song.
It certainly was.
Nothing tactful. There was no kind of Seth MacFarlane kind kind of twist of funny. It was like a bad version of a Family Guy song done wrong, and nothing was funny. Even the visual cues were awful. Everything about it was terrible. And once they got to Disneyland, there was a few things were kind of cool, but after it just lingering on that app and being with all the Disney princesses, I realized at that point, this movie has absolute shit. It has nothing. Nothing. Absolutely nothing to offer.
I mean,
it was cute for about 5 minutes, but there's no way I'm gonna watch this fucking thing. I mean,
there's a part where it's supposed to tug on your heartstrings because Sarah Silverman's character gets upset at C. Riley's character. It's like, I don't want to be your friend anymore. Poo poo. And then something he does to get her back spirals out of control. Big shock.
Yes, we're not going to care for spoilers. I could give two shits about this movie.
Makes a big virus. They have to join together to stop it. And in joining together, each person sees how they themselves live in the eyes of other people, which is what causes John Riley to be like, man, I'm really clingy. I should learn a lesson about friendship and learn that it means she needs to go her own way and this and that and blah, blah, blah. And like, your video game console is like 30 fucking years old, man. Why you acting like a fucking child? You're acting like I don't understand what it means to be someone who wants to step away from the trope that they've been in over and over and over and over. Oh, wait, that was your fucking character in part 1.
Yeah.
All I do is break the building and get tossed off. I don't want to do that anymore. I want to be a hero. I want to be something different.
That was good.
I want to be something that these other people see. And then when she does it, why wouldn't she want to just keep doing the same thing forever? I love the same thing forever. Not in part 1, motherfucker. What the fuck's going on? It's fucking lazy as shit.
It's bad.
I think it's really, really bad.
I think it's their worst fucking animated movie.
Oh, yeah.
No, it is their worst.
And when I say animated movie, I don't mean the animation's bad. I mean, I don't know much about computers, but I'm pretty sure you type in like 3 or 4 keywords and let it do the work.
This is as bad as Cinderella live action. I could not fucking stomach watching that shit live action, dude.
Either you're half the man that I am, or you're 10 times the man that I am. I can't understand why you would see that. So I never even knew that fucking existed, but whatever. Honestly, was there anything about this movie that you wanted to point out? Because I'm going to just rate this shit.
Well, yeah, there's a couple of things I wanted to point out. First of all,
let's go for it.
Their lame attempt of making a game that's Grand Theft Auto. If we're going out and we're going to name YouTube, Google, Facebook, Twitter, if we're going to name all these people and then just make a fake game, of course they just want to just promote new characters or whatever.
Go on. I'm gonna interject in a second. Go on.
Making a character, and I realized it's Gal Gadot's character, Shank.
Wait. That was Gal Gadot's character?
Yeah, I couldn't put my finger on it.
That's why I was getting an erection. I didn't know why. I thought it was my fucking heart medication. No, her character, Shank, like, that was very
that was actually
stereotypical Latina. Didn't sound Latin American. But when she started talking, I'm like, man, why am I getting the fucking, my pants are getting tight.
Almost stifled. I'm gonna use one of your lines. Mm-hmm. I almost stifled the fucking yawn during that high chase scene.
Yeah, I'll give it that.
Because to me, it felt meaningless and forced.
Not just that. I've had better chase scenes on the video games I've played.
The thing is, this is the internet. How are we going from doing a car racing thing, just like in Wreck-It Ralph 1, mm-hmm. Wreck-It Ralph went into a first-person fucking shooter.
Right.
And it made it interesting. Oh, shit, this is fucking different. He's different from a game. He's actually having a shock to the system that's completely different. Here, we're going into the same fucking game. We're going into a racing game just because Vanellope is a fucking racing queen. So, whatever. It would have been nice to drop them into, like, a game like Far Cry, where there's fucking, like...
That's the thing. Now, it would have to be an online game.
Yeah,
like some sort of MMO.
Or they could have went into, like, Final Fantasy, whatever.
As long as it's an MMO. Different. That's so much potential. Yo, I'm going to drop you in Final Fantasy. Okay, now I'm going to drop you in GTA Online. Okay, now I'm going to drop you in freaking Madden 2018. Okay, now I'm going to drop you all these online games. That's your fucking gimmick. That's what you have.
Get this. They could have fucking promoted some actual software that they actually do have online in a movie, making it fun. They could have promoted a fake game like King of Hearts.
Yo, here you go.
They're going to...
Hey, Square Enix. Yeah? Want to promote King of Hearts? I do. What if I told you I'm going to have a movie? My characters, they're going to be doing all this King of Hearts shit. They're going to jump in your fucking game. Here's a check. Just put how many zeros you want to put on there to pay me to do that.
Make sure your game comes out somewhere near the release time of this movie.
Bam, bam. And guess what? Also, by the way, when your game comes out, I'm gonna let you put my characters in. Bam! You can put my characters. Ralph, what is this place? What? And then Sora pops out. Who are you guys?
Even better yet, you put that piece of the movie into the game, making the Easter egg.
Bam! Bam! That's what I'm talking about. It's the fucking internet. Also, Kingdom Hearts would have to be online.
Yeah.
But still, whatever. You put your fucking people in there, you have so much fucking potential. Make fun of GTA. Make fun of EA. Fucking make fun of all these fucking online games. And you want to say, I finally have an exciting racing game. You can say that she goes to fucking who does Forza? Microsoft?
Yeah.
She jumps into Forza and she's kicking ass like, yo, this is online MMO. And guess what? Every year they make a new one. What? I'll never have to be bored again. There you go. There's your gimmick. This was lazy as shit.
And that
it's
villain,
like they didn't know shit about the internet.
There was no villain in this fucking movie. There's no villain.
Not.
There's no conflict. The conflict is sprung out of thin air. And I thought the movie was over a half hour when it was supposed to be finished. Like half hour out from it being over, I was like, is this fucking filler, man? What is this shit?
Yeah, this movie was like 82% filler. This was like, pretty fucking
bad. And that's bad because when they left the fucking to go onto the internet, the movie was technically over for me. It was done. Because that was interesting, the battle that they were going through. What are they going to do? I thought it would have been a better movie if it would have been called Fix-It Felix Raising 17 Children.
Oh, yeah. I was thinking the same fucking thing, dude, because all the kids from the racing game, when they have nowhere to go, Fix-It Felix and his wife, the military chick, like, oh, we've always wanted a family. We'll take care of these kids. And the kids are just fucking awful. They're fucking monsters. And the whole time when Felix goes into the root beer bar, Wreck-It Ralph, he's like, hey, Ralph, oh, yeah, Penelope's not here. And Fix-It Felix doesn't want to go home.
Yeah.
This happens to every new father, like, yo, I don't want to go home. It's a madhouse.
I thought that was
it's a madhouse. I don't want to fucking go home.
I would have preferred that
and
as the movie.
I thought, my ears like perked up, like, oh shit, what we got going on here? Yeah. I thought Fix-It Felix was going to go on the internet with him to find Penelope, and Fix-It Felix on the internet would have been so awesome. Oh god, there's a virus. Our antivirus program isn't working. I can fix it. Bing! Oh, it's great. It killed every virus known to man. Because he's Fix-It Felix.
And then Felix wouldn't want to go back home, so he would stay on internet.
I've got my new antivirus program. People download Fix-It Felix. Fixes your PC.
And then they would have to send Ralph to go get him back. Because
that would have completely co-opted the whole movie, and it would have been fucking awesome.
It would have been...
Penelope's issue would have been fixed easily.
Yeah.
But, well, how do we get the steering wheel? Let's just sell a bunch of these antivirus programs.
Yeah.
Boom.
It's just, I felt to me, I would rather see the dilemma of all those people from Penelope's game going into Fix-It Felix's game because they were trying to house the entire population somewhere. That would have been a good movie on its own. Seeing factions of people just get upset.
Even better.
And game characters start fighting each other.
Going in depth. All the kids in Penelope's game end up going online along with the military chick to get back their dad.
Yeah.
And you look at each one of their personalities and realize each and every one of them are so much better in other games doing stuff that when all is said and done, the kids are like, hey, mom, dad, we gotta leave the nest. Oh, we're so proud of you. We're gonna miss you. Don't worry, we'll visit. This and that. And Fix-It Felix, his wife, and Wreck-It Ralph come back. Everyone else, including Penelope, stays out there.
Yeah.
You completely threw the audience for a loop because they thought it was about Wreck-It Ralph and Penelope. It's like, no, dude, their story is so simple. Fuck them.
Yeah, it's not
We use them as an excuse to do this other story. And what is that story? All the funny shit that happens on the internet.
Yeah.
That's all it is.
I got even another good one. Another good idea. All right.
Why are we sitting here giving these motherfuckers ideas all day? This is fucking ridiculous.
All those candy children, they lose their home and they start building a fort like in the what's that movie where all those kids get shipwrecked on an island?
Grave of the Fireflies.
And they start wreaking havoc.
No, fuck. Lord
of the Flies. Lord of the Flies.
I'm thinking my fucking anime.
Yeah.
Oh, no, not Grave. Lord of the Flies.
Lord of the Flies.
I can't get anime off my brain. Thank you, Goblin Slayer. Go on.
And they start wreaking havoc on the Power Switch. And other games would have to start defending themselves because they have no more home. And then at the very end, the piece is back, and then, they go back to the game. Right. That would have been funny, just to see some kind of fucking conflict that was started from this. Just some conflict. There was no conflict this entire fucking movie. It's about go to point A, go to point B. All right. We don't know how to end this movie, so we're just gonna make some shit up, and boom, problem solved.
There you go.
It's fucking bullshit.
Lots and lots of lawsuits. You see how long we sat here saying what all we could do better? This is what pisses me off about this. All this shit we could do better. And now, can we rate this?
Yeah, we could rate this.
Now, here's the problem. You're going to find it's funny. I went into this saying low rental, and then as soon as we started talking about it, honestly, I'm wavering, but...
Go lower. Go as low as you can, man.
So I'm not alone. Okay,
not alone.
Peer pressure is a real thing.
You're not alone.
Straight up garbage.
Yeah.
I can't believe when I found part 1 tolerable. Part 1, again, so much. It's a movie about fucking video games. So much more that you can do with it, but it's the first of its kind.
You can do more.
So I'll kind of give it a pass.
Yes.
And then, what's the Adam Sandler one again?
Pixels.
Pixels come out, and I rip Pixel 8 assholes.
Which we'll be posting soon.
8 new assholes. Because something already came out that showed you have the potential to do something. And you come out with this? It's a fucking cash grab. Fuck you. You have no fucking talent. I showed you can do something. I get the first one to pass. And I said, here it is. You see it? This is your research material. That was the pre-test. That was the test. Use the test to study for the test. And now here's the test. And you give me that shit, you fucking fail. Get out of my goddamn face. So for Pixels to do that, and realistically, I probably would have gave Pixels a low rental. Now you come back with the first thing that caused me to give Pixels the low rental. You come back with that, and you give me this straight up garbage.
I'm gonna do you
straight up garbage.
I'm gonna do one better than that.
Okay.
All right. You got Pixels, but you forgot about Ready Player One.
That.
Okay, and a lot of people...
I'm not getting into it, okay.
A lot of people got their fix of having their random character from a video game to walk on screen.
Because they didn't read the book. Anyone that didn't read the book would have thought it was a great movie.
And there comes a point where I was already tired of seeing Ryu and Ken characters, Chun-Li. Not that I didn't mind seeing them on screen. I was like, been there, done that, seen that. If they're not going to have any speaking roles, I could give two shits.
Right.
We're going to be talking about Zangief again. Okay, these are the only characters on their game. Let them have a little bit more interaction than the first time.
There you go. That makes sense.
We don't even get that.
No, you do not.
We get a lot less. We actually get less characters on screen than the first movie, but
we do actually, yeah.
We get a lot less characters on screen.
In the first movie.
Yeah, we got a lot less characters. The interesting points of this movie, the conflict that was given to you on a silver platter, was having all these additional characters homeless. How are these people going to deal with it? And they mention it several times that this has happened before, but they never tell you what the resolution was. Ever.
You know what's funny? At the very end of the movie, they show, after seeing how horrible he's dealing with the whole thing with new kids, Fix-It Felix. At the very end of the movie, they show all the kids getting along. They're polite. They're happy. And guys like, I gotta hand it to you, Fix-It Felix and his wife, who the fuck her name was. How would you turn these kids around? Well, we learned that when raising kids, really, there's only one thing you need. And
the cars
when he was about to say it, the cars come by and you can't hear what he's saying. He says, after that, everything else takes care of them itself. They become great kids. And you know what I was thinking?
What?
I honestly thought he was going to say before the cars come around, well, you know, it all comes down to one thing. Take off your belt and beat their asses. And after that, everything will just take care of itself. And they'll come out to be great kids. That's what I would have did. And you know what? Parents would have laughed. Kids would have scratched their head and been like, what the fuck does that mean? And then they would have just like stopped caring and went back to the movie. But either way, you get a much better result. How'd you make such great kids? They were awful. I just beat their ass.
Pain and suffering.
Yeah, it works.
It was pretty funny to see Fix-It Felix borderline putting himself right in 6 feet deep. He was going to the bar. It would have been funny to see him, lash out at his woman. But he's fix it Felix, you know, he's going to keep a calm, cool head.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
It's just such a missed opportunity. I mean, they added all these new characters that really don't have any kind of personality. I mean, the Gal Gadot character, you know, Shank, it's like, okay, you're a dime a dozen online. There's no special characteristic about you. This is just straight up garbage. This is total shit.
So this is two
total shit. This is garbage.
Two straight up garbages.
With a lot of budget behind it. You know what's sad? Now that they're making a shit ton of movies, I think they're losing their fucking touch, man.
Oh, they are.
They are losing the magic behind making.
They don't fucking care. That's
think
the whole thing.
They were more
kids' movies. No one fucking cares anymore. They're not making anything that in any way respects kids. Like, you're idiots. Here's some shit. Watch it and give us money.
They're treating them like idiots. Like, at least give them content which makes them think. I mean, all right, it being funny and entertaining, that's all good. All right, you want to put a little moral lesson, that's also good. That's encouraged.
But make it an entertaining movie, and when the audience is kids, they don't care whether it's entertaining, because really young kids don't care because they're not developed enough to care.
They're just talking down to their viewers.
That's exactly what they're doing. They're talking down to children.
Total shit.
Talking down. Just because my 3-year-old son doesn't know what the fuck's going on in fucking Batman the Animated Series, I could still make a good show, because when my 3-year-old son is 5, he's quite possibly gonna watch this and be like, holy shit, this is awesome. And by the way, Sarah Silverman is no longer hot. Look at this. Jesus Christ.
You know, at one point in time, I thought she was attractive.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I'd still fuck. But based on the Hollywood sort of thing, I'm looking at them crow's feet. Oh, good Lord. Gal Gadot, though, is, yeah, she knows where the money is.
Yeah.
She knows.
I almost vomited in my mouth when she started singing in this fucking movie.
Oh, God, don't get me started.
Dude, the singing is what made me push the shit real clear. I was really struggling, but the moment when they put that singing in there, and
God damn, she hit the wall.
Oh man, she hit the wall hard.
I mean, she's not unfuckable, but it's obvious. Every year, she is gonna look worse and worse.
Was it a joke to put Ralph in a dress?
I'm sorry, I don't mean to keep interrupting you. It's just a really bad fall from grace.
This entire property just fell. I ain't gonna run out and buy any Wreck-It Ralph shit. I mean, I wasn't going to in the first place, but at least try to entice me when I go to the park. Maybe I'll buy something that's cool from Wreck-It Ralph. No, I'm not even gonna make the attempt. Look at this. I mean, this movie's fucking awful.
You just know this right here is gonna be a t-shirt. That's gonna be a t-shirt. Yeah. Oh, freaking Penelope's gonna be an icon because she's not just some princess. And by the way, Belle, not a princess. Pocahontas, not a princess. Well, technically, the chick with the apple, was she a princess?
I don't think Snow White was a princess.
Was she? Well, Cinderella wasn't born a princess. She married into royalty. Yeah. So I'll still give her that.
I saw this animated movie that had no budget. It was called Charming. It was about Prince Charming and about how he just makes women fall in love with him. Mm-hmm. That was a better fucking movie than this.
Sounds like the character from Fables.
Yeah.
Yeah, Prince Charming. He's a dick because he can't control women falling in love with him.
Yeah.
So he never learned empathy for other people.
Yes.
So he's like, yeah, you want to fuck me? My dick's dry, I guess, maybe, but otherwise, fuck it. Give me your money.
That movie was way better than this, and that's an animated movie. I mean, it just doesn't look. The art direction doesn't look too great.
Watch that. Watch that. Hit the music. This is gonna be straight up garbage. I'm garbage. Very, very sorry. I never thought that I would be saying Wreck-It Ralph. Any Wreck-It Ralph is straight up garbage, but well, apparently I am.
We're extra harsh because this could have been done way better.
We're extra harsh because we care.
Yes.
You know what? I may watch that Charming shit next time.
All right, guys. Don't forget to visit us on our website at g2ta.net and gottatalkaboutit.com. And don't forget to visit us on our YouTube page and Patreon. Patreon/G2TA. All right, guys. Jesus. And also visit us on Spotify, guys. Come on. Send us some comments. We love to read them.
There is a lot of Disney picks in this shit. Like, Disney really wants to remind us that we own this shit.
The thing is, I was surprised they didn't actually have like a whole bunch of Marvel shit running around. I mean, you saw a whole bunch of Star Wars stuff.
Yeah.
Man, this is disappointing.
There's that video game. That disappointing video game music. It's video game music, but it could have been better.
Yeah, it's like most video game music that you can't remember. Bland.